You are listening to the new WCEG Network on WCEGTalkRadio.com. Watch us live on your smart TV on YouTube at WCEG Network. I'm Wardell Richardson, your host, right here on WcegWood The Hollywood of the South for the next hour. We're your worldwide empowerment group where we speak life into the community. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at WCEG_talk_radio. That's WCEG_talk_radio. And WCEG Network. That's WCEG Network. Last but not least, opinions and topics of the show hosts and guests and not those of WCEG Network. Thank you for your continued support. I am Wardell Richardson, host of WCEG The Hollywood of the South. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm an actor, producer, director, writer, host right here on WCEG, and I'm excited to be here as usual. I've been doing this for a while now, and I love interviewing people who are doing amazing things in the industry, like my next guest. But before I get to her, I want to just mention a couple of things. First, if you haven't, I say this every show, go out and support your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Amazon Prime. I'm on Tubi TV. Make sure you go check out Addiction by Subtraction, which is on Amazon Prime, as well as Greed, Flesh, and the 30-Day Rule. Make sure you go check those out. Those are some incredible movies. I worked hard on them. I produced 3 of the 4 and won awards for one of them. So I'm really excited about those projects. They're very good. I've been getting a lot of great feedback from them. So make sure you go check it out. Also, A Killing Secret, which I directed, is winning awards over in LA. It has been doing so for the past couple years or so. And it was my first directorial debut for a feature film. So I was excited about that, and it has done very, very well. Now, a lot of people still ask me about The Last Time. The Last Time is a domestic violence film that I did with the incredible executive producer, Tiffany Hill, and the incredible actress, Reese Oldham, which we both produced that project. That project has won many awards. I can't even count, like 3 or 4. And it has aired. We have had to premiere this movie all over several places in the country. So that movie will be coming out on Amazon Prime soon. It's something that a lot of people want to see. And just so you remember, it's just acting. Yes, I'm the worst person in the world in that movie. I will admit that myself. But please don't think that's me. So, because a lot of people are like, man, you were awful. Okay. Now, I appreciate that. I should have been. But as long as it wasn't my acting. That's all I got to say. With that being said, make sure you check that out. And I just found out that another movie called Rabbitus came out not too long ago that I did with one of my old show hosts. Old guests. Oh man, I forgot who. I forgot who it was. But he came on the show. And we did the interview, and the movie finally came out, and I'm excited that it finally came out. It is on Tubi TV, so it's called Rabbitus. Make sure you go and check it out. I got so much on my mind right now, y'all. Forgive me. I'm missing the name again when it comes to my mind. But I have been doing so much. It has been crazy, and I just love what I do. And my film company, Rain Dance Films, was working on our first big film project. I can't give away anything right now, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a movie based on a true story. And the person reached out to me who the story is about. And it's an amazing project. The script has just been re-edited and it looks amazing. I can't wait to get started on this film. It's going to be something that's going to be watched on TV for years and years to come. Trust me when I tell you, there's been nothing on TV like it. And I am just happy and stoked that my film company is the one who's going to be shooting this film. So I'm excited about it. Please keep track of Rain Dance Films. The website is almost done. And make sure you go follow me on the fan page, Rain Dance Film with an E on Rain, named after my beautiful daughter, Rain. So make sure you go and check that out. Last but not least, as everyone knows, some weeks ago, back in February, I went to Africa. And when I went to Africa, I got to experience a whole different culture that it's funny. Like you're here in the US and you do so much and you experience a lot, but you don't know anything until you go to another culture and see how they live. And you come back and you look at your life again and be like, really? I was complaining about this when these people has done and go through this every day. I think everyone should go and experience Liberia at least once. It's the one country. There's a couple of them over there, but that country is really, really behind the times. They need a lot of help, a lot of help. Most of their water system is through a well system, and a lot of places don't even have water. Water is scarce, so they have to go and find water or get water from creeks and boil the water to get all the diseases and germs and stuff out of the water, so that they can drink it and use it to bathe and different things. And not only that, a lot of places don't even have power. When it goes dark, it goes dark. And there is no lights. Very few people have lights. Very few people have generators to run power through the house. So, they survive every day. And it's the craziest thing because they're the humblest people. And they barely have any of the stuff that we take advantage of, just to be able to have lights and gas and water. We can go to the kitchen right now and just drink a cup of water, and they can't do that. To see kids going and walking down to the creek, getting buckets of water and bringing it up to get boiled so that they can have, so they can wash and that they can drink water. It's a whole different ball game. And the way that they make food, the agriculture there, everything is grown, homegrown. There is no pesticides, all that kind of stuff sprayed on it. There's none of that. I ate real good. Trust me when I tell you, I ate really good, and the food was natural, straight from the earth. I'm talking about the rice, the vegetables, the fish, everything right out of the pond, right out of the garden. You can't beat that. And I know I lost at least a good 5 pounds while I was out there because I was eating really good food while I was there. But to put all that into a box, I will say there's a lot of things that we could do here to make their life easier. Children there has to pay to go to school. It's $50 a year, just $50 a year. And majority of them can't even pay that because their parents are lucky to see $1 a day, if they see $1. Everybody's out there in the streets trying to grind, trying to make money. Unless you're in the main city of Monrovia, where they have lights and water and all that. Once you get outside of the city, everything is just farmland and land where people just have homes and, and they mud homes. Most of them are mud homes. So it's just amazing what you see when you go to other countries. And if you want to help, because I went to teach film, TV, social media to a school, and it's called the Mission of Hope School in Liberia. They want to get more kids in school. Several kids had to stop going to school because their parents need them to help make money. So they're all down there trying to make money. Kids working, parents working, and it's only $50 a year. So if we could get people to just donate to this country, donate directly to this mission, it's because you got to start somewhere. And this mission is trying to get more kids in school, trying to help keep kids in school that are in school. You would be a true blessing to this mission. To be able to send money directly to this mission, go on www.missionofhopeliberia.org. That's www.missionofhopeliberia.org. As soon as you get on the website, there is a link that says Um, I think it says support or donation. That's what it says. It says donations. And when you click on the donation button, you can donate as much as you want. And I trust me when I tell you that money goes far. In Africa, $10, $15, $20 go far. Most of them don't even see that much in a month. So, you know, and it was crazy because being there, I was able to, you know, give some tips, you know, for them helping me and getting me around and everything. And they just so humble from just a little money that you give them. And it's amazing here. You know, it's amazing to see that. It's amazing to see how beautiful and vibrant the children were, how much they wanted to learn from the US, how much they don't even know about the world because they're just not getting the internet and they're just not able to see things other than what they see there. Some of them didn't even know that the world was round. They thought it was still flat. That's how it just, the whole school zone is. Like it's not the way it is here. But you just have to experience. I can't even describe it to you. You just have to go. You have to experience it. They want me to come back again next year. I'm really thinking about it. When I tell you that's some work, that's a week of work. I had to come back and take 2 days off just to recoup from that 1 week. So, but it was something I never want to take back. I would definitely want to go back again and enjoy myself. Now that I got that out of the way, I want to get to my guest. I don't know if people have been seeing around. If you haven't, now you are hearing about it. The first annual entertainment summer of 2022. And I must say that it's going to be something that people need to go to and need to experience. This woman has been working diligently on it, trying to put this thing together. And she's going to talk to us more about it, more about what she needs, more about what we can do to help this thing be successful, and for everyone to just come out and support the cause, support what we're trying to do. Ladies and gentlemen, DMack herself of DMack Enterprise, Donna McKizak. Did I say it right?
You did. You said it right.
Boom. Boom.
Hey, Wardell, so good to see you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. I think it's the first time we actually got to see each other, right?
Yes, we talked on the phone, but this is the first time we've seen each other. Technology.
I didn't get to hear you. Your internet is kind of crackly over there, but say that last part one more time.
I was just saying internet and technology makes this possible. Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm glad to be able to get you on here because I know you've been really, really busy. So let's jump right into it. I want people to know a little bit about your past so they can know about your present and your future. How about that? So where are you from?
Well, I was a military brat, as they call us.
Oh, so you've been from everywhere.
Yes, yes. I married into the Air Force. I worked for the Air Force. So I've been military most of my life.
Got you. And you were born, where were you born?
I was born in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, wow. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. You know, that's somewhere I want to visit. I definitely want to go to Japan. I hear a lot of great things about Japan. That's definitely on my bucket list. What kind of advice would you give for somebody who wants to go to Japan?
Well, I want to go back because I left when I was about 3 years old. I'd like to go back and see it again.
Okay, so you don't remember too much at that age. You just remember.
Right.
You just, yeah, I get you. So you want.
I was going to say, I remember there was a mama's son who held me to her chest the whole time I was a baby. That's about all I remember.
Wow. Okay. Well, so at some point you made it here to Georgia. How did you get to Georgia?
By way of Rapid City, South Dakota.
City, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Now, I've never been to South Dakota, but much about South Dakota is what's in South Dakota? Nothing.
Mount Rushmore. You know Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
That's about it. And you have a lot of Indian reservations and the Badlands.
All right.
So that's their claim to fame. Yeah.
All right. So what was it that made you come to Georgia?
I was offered a job at the CDC.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
I came here to work for the CDC. Yeah.
CDC been in the news a lot since COVID came about.
I know, and I know they are probably hating it right now because we're looking at another surge possibly coming up.
Okay. Now, back when you finally did get to Georgia, I'm trying to I always do research on my people. I like to see what's been going on. Now, am I right in saying that you used to model?
Oh my God, how did you get to that? That was a very long time ago. But yes, I did a little bit of modeling.
A little bit of modeling. So what?
I'll never put it on my resume, Wardell. I'll never put that on my resume.
Why not? I mean, what did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Well, I'm not the typical model. I'm not. I'm only almost 5'6". I'm not tall enough, first of all. And I did more print modeling than anything. But yeah, it was a great experience, but it was very short-lived.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, modeling has definitely changed then, because 5'6", 5'7" is what I see mostly now on the runways and different things like that. So I don't know what's going on. One more time.
I said back in the day when I was coming up, they wanted us to be a lot taller than that.
Gotcha. I got you. And I believe they had the guidelines. They had strict guidelines back then. Mm-hmm. So after you got into modeling, did you get into anything else in the entertainment industry?
Well, I started off in music.
Okay.
And that was even when I was a very young girl. My mother had all her girls in a little group called the Cool Cats. And we traveled around. Whenever we went to a base, we would end up performing at all of the different NCO and officer clubs and some of the local areas when there was like a local affair or something. My mother would have us booked and we would perform. And that's when I got the bug, I guess, for entertainment. I enjoyed it. I guess I was about 11 or 12. We went to the state fairs, and it was nothing that popped off anything professionally, but it was a great time for me and my sisters to bond and for us to travel around the areas and get to know people. And that's probably where I got the bug. So it started very young.
Okay.
Just in choirs at church.
How many of y'all were in the group?
Well, it was me and my sisters, so there's 4 of us girls, and then we had a band that backed us up.
Gotcha. And what type of music was it?
It was R&B, but mostly old school because, like I said, my mother was a momager, so she wanted us singing her songs, her music for her day.
Okay. And now what caused y'all to stop doing it?
And then as I grew older, I had created my own company. And back then, my company was called DMJ Productions.
Okay.
And I put on events, mostly at the bases where I stayed. And I brought entertainment to the troops. I was in South Dakota the longest. So I put my grassroots there. Brought in entertainment because there was a large population of brown and Black people there.
Gotcha.
And they had no entertainment. So we were kind of just aimlessly
There.
walking around trying to find what to do. And I think God just gave me an idea to create a company to bring entertainment to that region, and brought quite a few and created my own shows, just with the talent right there on the base. And you'd be surprised how many people had hidden talents.
I'm sure.
I put on fashion shows, I put on amateur shows, comedy shows, did everything. And I got contracts through the base, the services. So they contracted my company to bring talent. And even though I worked full time, I did that in my off time.
Gotcha. So you wind up, going around entertaining the troops on base, different things. Wow. What stopped it, or did you extend beyond that?
Well, the only thing that stopped it is me moving to Atlanta.
Gotcha.
And when I came to Atlanta, it was all about just trying to get my feet planted here and work. And a few years later, I got the bug again. But this time it was more for production and film. And it started actually in corporate America. I started creating different vignettes, is what I called it, for training. I was in cybersecurity by then. And cybersecurity can be a daunting subject matter for someone to come in and get training on. So I got creative, and I created little miniature movies about individuals in the workplace who got caught by some actor out there, some threat to try to infiltrate the network. And I just created these scenarios of different types of threats to the network to show them how it impacts the workforce, how it impacts our data, and how they are the first line of defense and how they have to protect. And that's how I got into productions and and directing. And I did quite a few in corporate America that landed me a few awards. Not just me though, my team.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting, because to me it sounds like a TV show, where you can where you are revealing the secret world and bringing people to the forefront on the criminal activity that they're doing. Is that somewhat what you was doing?
Pretty much. That was pretty much it. Yeah. So I created storylines to show them how it happens. And it's funny because it's pretty much what these CSI shows are doing, and the FBI shows. They're reenacting some of those real stories that we've experienced in the workplace.
Wow. So I guess that brings you now to where you get to the idea to come up with a summit for entertainment.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the long way around getting there.
Okay, so what was it that gave you the idea to put together a summit?
Okay, so you're gonna have to indulge me for a moment. I have to tell you a story.
Okay, I'm listening.
I a few years ago, just at the beginning of COVID, I got a diagnosis for breast cancer. And in my recovery for probably 2 years, you're kind of confined to bed when you're going through chemo and having your surgeries. And while I was in my recovery, the only connection to the outside world I had was watching my TV.
Okay.
And that was constantly. When I got tired of the TV, I tried to listen to radio and get some music, and that became constant. And I noticed that a lot of the content that we're subject to, I'm usually out of the home all day working. I didn't know what they got on TV like that. So I got this in highly concentrated form. And I started getting really disturbed with some of the content that they show on television. I mean,
Okay.
some commercials had me clutching my pearls. I was like, oh my God, is this on television? So I was getting shocked at some of the content that was happening there. I also had a company that I had already worked for about 4 or 5 years called Entertainment
Okay.
Exchange of America, where I was
Okay.
working with a lot of independent film producers, filmmakers, musicians, every entertainment space, I was working with them one-on-one. So I'm looking the past few years and I'm saying, why don't we have more of a choice?
Okay.
Are we frozen? Okay, here we are. I
Yeah.
was wondering why we didn't have more of a choice with the content that we're watching on television or listening to radio. And I got so disturbed that I clearly heard the Lord say, you be the change you want to see.
Mm.
And hearing that caused me to start developing this idea of helping the creatives out here who are so gifted with such great content and such beautiful gifts that they never have the opportunity to get in the door of a
Gotcha.
studio or have some A&R rep see them or hear them. And so I said, I think if I bring these independents to the table and the people who can help them, who have the resources to help them to the table and have them network and come together and see what they have to offer, maybe doors will open easier for them than me trying to work with them one-on-one.
Gotcha.
I started reaching out to all those in the industry that I knew, who I had in my Rolodex, and then they would call their friends, and then those friends would call their friends, and they came together to help me try to have an opportunity, and thereby providing more content for us to have a choice. So I just wanted to see more inspiring, uplifting, positive messaging out there, and even faith-based out there in the mainstream. Now, there's places we can go to find them, but we have to dig deep to get to that kind of content. I would like to see it more on the mainstream so that we can watch whatever we want, but have more of a choice.
Okay.
Resurrect Tipper Gore or see Dolores Tucker when they had their platform years ago trying to shut down rap and shut down, that kind of content. I think there's room enough for and give us choices.
You know what? The first of all, everything you're saying is absolutely correct. I see a lot of stuff on TV, and I have to shake my head sometimes. We need to kind of change the dynamic of some of the stuff we see on TV. So to take that initiative to want to do something different is huge, and also to be able to take your negative and make it a positive.
Yeah.
Hey, because I think, a lot of people, they do things or they go through something and you feel bad about the situation because it's a severe situation, but then there's a brighter side to it. And sometimes we go through things just to get to somewhere else. And I think that was that thing that you needed to come up with this idea to have this summit. Because I don't remember, we had events here in Atlanta, some big networking events, but a summit, that's a whole different ball game. And I don't recall there being a summit. So can you kind of explain your idea for the summit?
Absolutely. We were going to have a kickoff party on Friday night where everybody can come in and just get a feel for who's going to be in attendance. We're hoping to have some of our celebrity friends come through, shake hands, and just get to know some of these new independent people trying to hit the scene. Saturday, we'll start off early with workshops. And the workshops are going to consist of panelists from the industry in TV, film, in music, in fashion, and in sports. And we're going to give them an opportunity to just interact with the audience. Now, we were going to have this face to face, but being a ex-CDC employee, I have friends, and they are concerned about the surge of COVID that's coming on the rise. And I was given some sage advice that I might want to consider either postponing my event or making it online and do some live streaming. And it just so happens that I had recently partnered with a beautiful young lady named Monita. And I know you know Monita Smothers. She has a television network. And we partnered up. And I asked her if I could do the summit online for the majority of the activities that we have planned. So move everything online and still bring the same, still impact the people that we're trying to help.
Right.
And by doing
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, by doing it online, I think we are able to reach even more people.
Right. You know, I think that's a good idea. Number one, when it comes to COVID, I understand they've lifted a lot. You know, I was just told not too long ago by the queen of WCEG, Penny, that they lifted the airplane restrictions.
Yeah, the mask.
And and I don't know if I would be one that would not have my mask on, because we're in close proximity in that plane.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I will be wearing a mask on the plane, at least for a good little while, because to me, they keep putting out viruses and they keep saying the virus is coming, which I don't know how you can predict a virus. I'm just saying. I thought viruses were something that just happened. I didn't know you could predict viruses coming. Maybe I don't know nothing about that aspect of science. Maybe you can kind of give some feedback on that, because I don't know.
Well, I've been away from CDC for a long time, so let me put that out there. My disclaimer is I am not the expert, but I do know they do trend analysis and they watch how it's being affected outside our country. And the UK, I guess, is seeing a big surge, and some other countries, I think in Africa, may be seeing a surge. And from that, they're wondering how it's going to impact America eventually. And usually in the warm weather is when you'll start seeing a rise. And that's what got me to start wondering what I need to do, because I don't want to have a super spreader event. And that's what the event will be known for, you know, a big super spreader event instead of what we were intending. So I thought maybe I should do something and be proactive. Just
right. I mean, I feel like being safe is the best option for sure. But it's definitely not stopping people from partying here in Atlanta. So I don't think you would be remembered for that. But I do know that Atlanta, even if a virus did come out, we'd be the last ones to shut down. That I can guarantee. I can guarantee that. So what has been your challenges in putting this summit together?
Oh my goodness. But my biggest challenge has been sponsorships.
All right.
They are slow in coming, and we could still use more support and help concerning the sponsorship.
What kind of sponsorships are you looking for? I know you're probably gonna get to it, but I want to go. What kind of sponsorships are you needing and are you looking for?
We do have packages out on the website that'll tell you the different gradations of sponsors that we're looking for, but we're not just looking for financial support. We are giving a benefit back to those sponsors who help us. You know, we were offering news articles as well as weekly. We were going to give them premier transportation. We were going to comp their hotel rooms. It just depends on what level of sponsor they want it to be. So anywhere from the corporate sponsors were $25,000 down to one of the smaller sponsors, our bronze sponsors were $2,500. So anywhere in between, or they could just purchase a ticket.
Okay. And what are some other challenges you have other than sponsors? Because I know you came across a few. One is just transferring from doing it all in one location to going virtual, right?
That's true. That's true.
And although I think it's a good idea, and it will reach more people that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good move to make. I think it's a good move to make right now because everything is still kind of new. Even though they're saying we're coming out of the whole COVID era, there are still some people who I know when I go on sets for film and stuff, they still want COVID tests done. Now that may be changing lately because they've lifted so many of them. That may be changing, but I haven't had it change yet. So we still have to have COVID tests just to go on set and be around people, especially if you have scenes where you have to kiss someone or be in close proximity of someone or, different parts of film to that degree. But I think that there is a huge, I would say a huge part of me is saying that going virtual will reach more people and get you more notice. And I think that's a good move. Now, you also told me about that you had another issue. What are some other issues you had? Because we want people to come and want to support you,
Right. Well, we really need the community in Atlanta that is our celebrities to come out because that's who really, if they come out and they share their stories, if they come out and network and give some of those, some of their, how they were able
expertise,
to
advice,
yeah, how they were able to avoid some of the pitfalls of the industry, mostly like
right.
those hacks that they have learned. That's going to be valuable. You can't put a price on learning and gleaning off of someone who's been there before you.
Exactly.
And if we can learn to pay that forward to others who are trying to get where you are, you should be able to allow your floor to be their footstool so that they can make their way up. We cannot make it and forget about the people that are coming behind us. We have to look back and reach back and pull somebody up. If each one will bring one up behind them and help them, then as a community, we would be able to see so much good coming out of that. And you feel better when you help someone else, It just does your spirit so much good. So that is something I would really like to see the celebrities in Atlanta, especially because they're the locals who get to benefit from this Hollywood of the South. And just to let us know that they're here, first of all, let us know that they care about the people who are trying to come up behind them and to give their knowledge, their wisdom, their expertise, their help. They really need some help.
Right.
And people like you and me, we can't silo anymore. We have to come together as a whole. You know, if
Yeah.
we're all doing silos here and there, we'll never be connected, and our community will never be able to come together to help one another. So we have to just try to work together.
Right. And I agree. I think that when in this industry is because so many people are competitive and trying to compete to win a spot, different, aspects of the entertainment industry, it's hard to get people to just come together and say, okay, let's put all that to the side. Let's get together and do this thing and make history right here at this summit. I think you can go a long way at this summit. I think inevitably the right people will come who will spread the word, and then the next one will grow, and it will grow, and then it will grow. I think that you're doing the right moves, though. I definitely think you're doing the right moves. So I am involved with this summit to a certain point. I am on a panel.
Yes, you are.
And can you kind of, huh?
I said, and we appreciate.
Hey, that's no problem, man. I love doing panels. I like panel discussion. I'm a realist type of guy, so I just tell it like it is. Either you're gonna like me or you're gonna hate me, one of the two. But at the end of the day, you're gonna respect me because I'm real.
Amen.
So explain about different aspects of it, because you want the networking. You have modeling, acting, singing, sports. What other aspects of it are? Because you're saying there are workshops, and then you have the panel that I'll be involved with. So what's the purpose of the panel?
The panel is for people like you in the industry who have been there, have the expertise, who can talk to the people who will be calling in now. They won't be in the audience anymore, but they will be calling in, and it'll be an interactive Q&A. And they're gonna ask you questions about their place in their, what am I trying to say, where they are with their acting career. Because you'll be on the TV and film panel. They're gonna ask, how did you get to where you are? What are some of the pointers you can give them? What are some of the things they need to avoid? How can they go to a casting call and be successful? They're gonna ask you questions like that. After you have already shared with them your journey, then they're gonna probably share with you their journey and where they're at and what they need from you and how you can help them. So we'll have several panels like that. We have the TV film, we have the music panel, and same as you, will have a whole panel list of musicians, people who in the industry who made their way, and they're going to be able to interact with brand new up and coming musicians. And we have A&Rs on the panel who listen to them and help them with their questions. Same with the fashion panel. We have a couple of fashion icons that'll be on the panel who'll talk to them about folks who want to be designers or who want to be models. Hopefully they'll call in and ask their questions and hear it from the experts. And finally, we have a sports panel with some real professional sports folks on the panel who'll tell them how they became professionals. What are some of the things that they had to learn about being a professional football player or a basketball player? And we'll have some kids out there who'll be asking those questions. I want to be a professional. How do I get there? What were the steps you took? What do I need to do?
Right.
Have those opportunities for everyone. And
I know go ahead. You know that what now?
I was gonna say, I know the biggest challenge I have is nobody knows who I am. I'm to everyone else, I'm new. But to me, I feel like I've been around forever. I was helping out on committees that were coming together when the migration from Hollywood to Atlanta was just beginning. I was working with the mayor's office and his crew. I didn't work for the mayor, but I was working with their committee and trying to help develop some of the infrastructure that we needed for what we see today. So I've always been behind the scenes. Nobody
Right.
knows who I am, nobody knows my name, but I've always been working to try to make it possible for everyone to be able to enjoy and bring their gifts forward and let their gifts make room for them. So I guess now God is saying, it's time for you to come to the forefront because I need you to do some things for me to help some people, and they're gonna have to get to know you.
Well, one thing I will say that you connecting with Manita was a great move. I know Manita from high school, and we have stayed in touch through the years. And she is a phenomenal model, and she's model. She's the owner of or the creator of AEG TV, I think it is.
Yeah.
And so she's doing some amazing things on Roku. So shout out to her. And that was a good connection in itself. She knows a lot of people and she's well versed in the industry. So, you know, I must say that was a great move.
That was a God move.
Yeah, she's good people, man. And what do you want to see happen as an end result of doing this summit?
What I want to see happen is that we do it again next year for all of us to enjoy. So if it starts off small, we'll pray that it grows year after year.
Yeah, I think it will. I think people are looking forward to something to do or somewhere to go where they can connect again. We used to have an event where we would go to and do a huge collaboration or connecting with one another, but that's no longer in existence. And so people are looking to go somewhere so that they can connect and network with other people. I think once the word get out, this becomes successful, a lot of people will start migrating there, especially with all the different genres of entertainment that you are alluding to. So, sports, modeling. Make sure you guys go and check this out. And what's the website that they can go to?
.net.
Okay, say it one more time.
DMack Enterprises with an S, .net.
Okay. Make sure y'all go check this out. And if you want to be a sponsor, don't hesitate in reaching out to be a sponsor. Don't hesitate in reaching out to be a part. If you know a celebrity who wants to come and, be a part of this event, to share their experiences, to connect with other people, someone who's a friendly person who wants to give advice, make sure you have them reach out as well. Go through the website, I'm sure, and send an email to DMack herself, who's right here at this interview. When I think about doing a project, doing an event such as the one you have, a lot of things go through my mind. The first thing, of course, is the COVID situation, which you've now gone virtual with this event. Now, is the Friday event still a networking event, or is that virtual as well?
It's going to be live streamed, and me and a small team are going to go to a location, and we're going to do a kickoff party. So it'll be some interaction with people, but we're not going to subject an audience of people to come. We'll live stream us having the kickoff and interviewing some that will be there. Now,
so that interviewing some what?
Select celebrities that are already a part of the summit that will be at the kickoff party, and we'll do some interviews. Saturday, we have the workshops, but Saturday night will be the only time we have a face-to-face activity. And that is the
say that part, the red
carpet formal dinner.
Okay, gotcha.
And we're going to have some featured independent artists, independent filmmakers, independent fashion designers. We'll have a fashion show, and we're going to show those who are being highlighted and featured that night. And it's going to be mostly our VIP guests, our sponsors, our celebrity guests, and those who want to pay the $150 for a ticket.
All right. So we're down to less than 15 minutes for the show. I mean, this is a great interview, by the way. You're giving a lot of information.
Thank you.
Once again, let everybody know the website, the email address, and what they need to do, or how they can get involved with this event, and how much it costs to be involved with this event. Just run all that through us again.
Okay, so to live stream Friday night to see us at the kickoff party, or to get to one of the tracks during Saturday, and a track is a workshop, it's $50. So you just pay the $50 fee for Friday night or for one of the tracks. Or if you want a bundle, it's $199. And you'll get all 4 tracks and Friday night. So $199 for all 4 tracks and Friday night, or $50 a track, because you might be TV film track, and you only want to pay $50, so you pay $50 and just watch that. Or you can pay $199 and see all of the tracks and see what we're doing Friday night.
Saturday, so the track is the workshop?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Okay, I just want to make sure, because when you say track, I'm like, track. Some people won't know what tracks is. So tracks is the workshop. So you got 4 workshops. And you have 4 workshops, and if someone wants to do the Friday night event and one of the workshops, is $50.
$50 for Friday night alone.
Okay.
And then Saturday, it's $50 per workshop. Or
got you.
If you want to do Friday night and all of the workshops, it's $199 for the bundle.
All right. And how much for sponsors and tiers?
Okay, so the sponsor packages, again, are so many, and they're graduated. I don't want to say this, because that'll take up your whole show, because each sponsor package has so many benefits attached to them that I would prefer them just go to the website and they can see what sponsor package would fit. But Saturday night, if they want to come to the red carpet formal dinner, that will be $150.
Okay.
And
so
they get a concert, they get to eat, they all live streamed, so they can pay $50 again for that live stream on Saturday night.
Okay, so just to go through it again, Friday night is $50. But Friday night is $50. Each workshop is $50 a piece. And then Saturday night is, if you go virtual, is $50. But if you want to go to the event and eat and see the entertainment, it's $199. I mean $150.
Yes.
Boom. Got you. See?
Good job.
So make sure you go and check this out on the website. It should break down everything, tell you what each workshop, what time each workshop is, what each workshop is about, so you can choose which workshop you want to go to. Check us out on Friday night, where we do the virtual meet and greet type event. I think that's going to be pretty dope, and meet some celebrities that may be online as well. So you just never know who's going to step in.
Right.
And the dinner, I like to eat. So, that alone got me. So I like to eat. Plus, I love entertainment. I love to see artists perform. Make sure you check it out, guys. This is going to be a whirlwind event. What are the dates? May the
13th and May 14th.
Okay. May 13th and May 14th. Make sure you go and check out the website so you can be a part of this amazing event. You got plenty of time now. This is almost a month out from it. So prepare yourself, clear your schedule for the annual 2022 Atlanta Summit Entertainment Summit. I think you're not gonna miss anything with this. I think it's a great idea. We need something like this, and if it happens once a year, it'll be something to look forward to every year. I'm saying my words out backwards. Woo!
Hey, can I shout out to the celebrities that are going to perform Saturday night? Because we do have some celebrities, and I don't want to even miss. We got Richie Rich, NPR Richie Rich, coming to perform for us, and we have NFU. These are young folk.
Wow.
Gonna know who these folks are.
Well, you got Richie Rich, the artist Richie Rich coming to perform.
Richie Rich coming to perform.
Oh man!
And he is excited, and he's even going to sit on one of the panels for us to talk to some of the folks who are trying to break into that rap game. So he is definitely going to be a performer, and NFU is going to be there. And we have a couple of other people that I'm still trying to confirm, but I do have those on the billet as a confirmation. They're definitely going to be there.
All right, then. I'm looking forward to it now.
Up close and personal.
I'm looking forward to it now. So, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only DMack herself, right here on WcegWood Hollywood of the South. We got less than 5 minutes left of the show. I just feel like every time I do this show, it's like the time is just escaping. But I enjoy this.
Thank you so much.
No problem at all. I'm glad that you can make the time to be here. I know you're very busy. How can people, you just said it several times, but once again, how can people reach out to you if they need to?
Well, they can always email my company, Entertainment Exchange of America. It's eeoa.info@gmail.com. Or they can reach out through my website at DMackEnterprises.net. And we can get messages off of the website as well.
All right. And if you could give one piece of advice to anybody watching, what kind of advice would that be?
I'll tell them like the Lord told me, be the change you want to see. You're looking around your world and things are not adding up and it's things that you don't like what you see, then you be the change you want to see. Make a difference.
Amen to that. And she said it right here on WCEG Wood, Hollywood of the South. I am Wardell Richardson, actor, producer, director, and I thoroughly enjoy doing these interviews. I meet some of the greatest people. And ladies and gentlemen, please go to the website and check out the first Atlanta, the annual 2022 Entertainment Summit right here in Atlanta, Georgia. It is going down. It's going to be virtual, but you still want to be there. You don't want to miss this virtual event. And if you can make it to the dinner on Saturday night for $150, you can eat good and see a show. You can't beat that. So make sure you go online and check it out. What's the website again that they can go to? One more time.
www.DMackEnterprises.net.
You cannot mess that up. www.DMackEnterprises with an S.
Yes.
.net. Make sure you go check that out. I am Wardell Richardson, your host right here on WCEG Wood, Hollywood of the South. I will be seeing you in the next 2 weeks. God bless you and good night.
Good night. Thank you.
You're welcome.